Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, but them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it out. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
This is from Biafrans Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their lives for us, those who died that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong with them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memory still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I got that day. Remember when me tell you say I got that day. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a Prospero. But the way you put like a papa nuku. But then when we go me tell you what I look pandi, what pandi Samiro, me tell you what I day. For me the front and the rest of man, I tell you what I do. Me no back and forth, me tell them
I want to promise you something today. We must fight together. No retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore their pride. May your soul rest in peace.
I look up to the sky with tears in my eyes. For other Biafrans and for freedom had to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, you'll never be apart. They fought for our freedom. They died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front. Without food, without guns. For our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes. We want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart forever, 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 and ever, and ever, and ever.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation. We bled in our history.
history. That the death of my people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bombed, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you would die at Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Raise the flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in our heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes of our fallen heroes.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a motivation, people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a cast, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They paid the ultimate price. They died for the freedom of unborn child. We live for the legacy.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright. Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Yeah, put the flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is.
like I'm looking at myself in
We
the
must
mirror.
revenge, and we must stand to represent who we are.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule. The same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has joined us on this very evening section. Wherever you are connecting us from, I thank you for being part of the program. Please like and share the program. And welcome everyone that has connected. I can see my brother Gerard. Thank you so much for joining, Gerard. I appreciate you for your constant support. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to strengthen you and provide for you. My fellow Biafrans, I thank everyone that has been able to connect to us this evening. This is our evening section. You know, every day we have our live stream twice every day. We spend more time in the morning than the evening. Evening hours, we spend only 1 hour and we are gone. I appreciate every one of you that are connected. I can see my beloved sister, Mazi Accurate TV. Thank you so much, Mazi, for joining. And every other person that is there, whether you are commenting or not, I appreciate every single one of you. Please, as you join, invite somebody to join you. Don't watch this message alone. Enjoy it alone. Find somebody to sit beside you and watch along with you. Send the program to other people. Share it with your WhatsApp group. Share it in your TikTok. Share it in your Facebook. Share it in your X handle. Share to anywhere you can so that we can pass this message. This is the last minute message we are passing before the judgment day. So I welcome everyone that has connected. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. By Biafran time, this is the evening program that we call. You know, we use the Biafran time so that other people can be able to connect to the time that we are using. We are using Biafran time. So when we say morning here, we mean morning by Biafran time. When we say evening, we mean evening by Biafran time. In other places, it might be their own evening, it might be their own morning, it might be their own afternoon. But we are working with Biafran time, and this is evening in Biafran time. So I welcome every one of you that have been able to connect, and I thank you for spending your time once again with us. We are not going to waste much time. We will try to do everything we have to do to recap on what we did in the morning and also bring us some information and dive into their media as we always do. So for those who are coming across our video for the very first time, or those who are joining us for the very first time, I want to remind you that in this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. We don't come here for saga. We don't come here for blackmail. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra to the world as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. Biafra, the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. And we will continue to present Biafra to the world. This is a period of solution, a very critical period. This is the time, if you are a Biafran and you have been silent all this while, you can't afford to be silent this time. More especially those who have their platforms on the media. It doesn't matter what you do in your platform, even if you are a comedian, you are a musician. This is the time to use your platform to add meaning to the life of your own people. We are following up and we are keeping record of all these people, more especially Igbo celebrities. Igbo celebrities that have platforms that contain millions of people, and yet they cannot spend their time to talk about things that happen in their land. They cannot even add their voice. They will not share the program and things that is happening. They will never speak about it because they are afraid, because they want to maintain their friends, because they want to maintain their followers. They turn their blind eyes to the atrocities of Nigerian government, even when the own community is involved. You will never see them post it on their platform. We are watching, and I tell you that judgment day is close, and everybody will pay for what he or she has done. My fellow Biafrans, we are on the eve of the judgment day of Nigeria. As we have said, Nigeria is going to be judged tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very big day. It's not a small day. That same tomorrow, the United States is conducting a hearing on the genocide against Biafrans, against the Christians. The United States of America is conducting a hearing on the genocide against the Christians tomorrow. So it's a very, very important day that the whole world is focused on Nigeria. News about the contraption called Nigeria tomorrow is a very significant day. Why they are there in the United States discussing on the genocide of the Christians in Nigeria. In that same Nigeria, their judicial system, the Nigerian government is under judgment on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawlessness, the human rights abuse, the disregard for law, the extraordinary rendition, everything is going to come to light tomorrow. Everything is going to be touched light tomorrow. The genocide against Christians, the genocide against the Biafrans, everything is going to be touched light. That is why tomorrow is a very big day. We are going to be live tomorrow morning and we will follow up the cases. We will set our satellites to both the United States discussion on the genocide and the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, most importantly. The hearing on that genocide tomorrow is going to mark the beginning of the end of the zoo. Added with the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we add to the beginning and the end of the zoo. Tomorrow is a very significant day. And before I came online, I just heard somebody was saying that there is information going around that Nigeria is going to hire people to go and testify that there is no genocide in Nigeria in the hearing tomorrow. The hearing the United States is conducting, that Nigeria is going to hire people they have already recruited people, hired people that will go and testify. I am not bothered about that. And I am not surprised. I am not bothered about that. In fact, I want them to do that. I want them to do that for the world to see them for what they are. We don't have to be worried about that. Because let me tell you, the United States has more than enough information about the genocide of the Christians. They have more than enough information. And there are more people who are going there to testify tomorrow are people who have buried souls, eyewitnesses, people who are involved. I don't know who are they going to send. They will only disgrace themselves the same way they disgraced themselves when they invited a man from the United States, the other man that Omokri invited for fact-finding. A man that they invited in first fact-finding. He will also be there tomorrow. He will also be there tomorrow. And even if he's not there, that will be presented also tomorrow. The finding of that man, fact-finding conducted by Nigerian government, says there is genocide in Nigeria. So, but you know how stupid and idiotic they are. They say when the Lord will destroy a man, they will make him deaf and blind. When the gods will destroy a man, the evidence against Nigeria is overwhelming. But as dumb as they are, the dumbest thing they will do is to go and bring somebody and pay. I know they will do it because they don't care. Tinubu believe in bribery and corruption. That is what Nigeria does. They feel they can buy everybody. But in this case of Christian genocide, this is not a case that belongs to man. It is a case that belongs to God. And God, in his infinite mercy, have taken charge. They have been taking the life of the Christians for many, many decades. And the Christians has never one day raised hand for vengeance. You know, when the Christians pray, they say vengeance belongs to God. That is what we say in prayers. That vengeance belongs to God. And what you are seeing now is the vengeance of God. It's not even vengeance of Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump or anybody. Not anybody, not even you that is talking, not me. It's the vengeance of Chukwu Kabiam. As Christians believe that vengeance belongs to God. For many decades, the blood of innocent have been crying in Nigeria. For many decades, there have been shedding of blood in Nigeria every single day. Even as we speak, the shedding of blood is still going on. You heard about people who have been abducted from a church just a few days ago. Just 2 days ago, people were abducted in the church. Have they been released? They have not been released. They are facing death as we speak. So anybody who is going to US to go and stand against and testify that there is no genocide is an idiot. Let him go and disgrace himself. Let that shameless, I know there are shameless people who will go and do that. They are everywhere. And we are wanting, whoever it is, it's not going to be hidden. Camera is going to catch them and will show us to them. Somebody like Reno Omokri, we know him. Everybody knows how it is. Internet never forgets. Only idiots still continue to listen to that Reno Omokri. Only fools. A man that has no single truth in him. A man that says you want it in the morning, the next evening he said a different thing. A man called Tunubu, a drug baron, all of a sudden today turn around and say, no, it didn't happen. That is the person people will listen to. Nigeria is an evil entity. And we know they are going to bribe people. They are going to bring people. Let them go ahead. Tomorrow we mark their end. Tomorrow, 20th, is Judgment Day. I can't wait to see that Judgment Day. Every Biafran that is alive to see that Judgment Day, everybody, every well-meaning person on the planet Earth, even if you found yourself in that contraption and you are alive to see tomorrow, thank you. Whatever the judgment be in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, whatever they decide is going to turn out for our own good. Whatever decision that is taken tomorrow, it is for our own good. We have nothing to lose. We are going to follow up tomorrow to see the hearing that's going to happen in the US. And the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, he is going to be in court tomorrow, as always. He's going to be in court tomorrow. And the God of justice will appear with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow in court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has already invoked the God of justice. And you think he's going to be silent? You think that the God of justice will be silent? You must be dreaming. If you think that the God of justice will be silent, you are a dreamer. You are deceiving yourself. That God of justice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu invoked in the last court, you can't escape it. And tomorrow you are going to see the God of justice presence in the court. Whatever their decision is, then whatever their decision is, I do not care. Because this battle belongs to Chukwu Kabia. It is not our battle. We are only instruments in the hand of Chukwu Kabia. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an instrument in the hand of Chukwu Kabia. Mazi Simon Ekpa is an instrument in the hand of Chukwu. I myself and you that is watching there, we are all instruments in the hand of Chukwu Kabia. We made ourselves available and used for his job. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra is going to come in such a way that no single individual will stand up and say, I take the glory, it is because of me. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. That Biafra will come in such a way that nobody will take the glory. When you look left and look right, you say it's only God. Only Chukwu Kabiyam will take the glory and say, yes, he has done it. And that time is fast approaching. That appointed time is fast approaching. My fellow Biafrans, love freedom across the world. Wherever you are, continue to put our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in your prayers. As you go to bed today on the eve of the appointed minutes, continue to put our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in your prayers. Do not forget. Put them in prayers. Put Mazi Simon Ekpa in your prayers. Continue to pray for them. Our victory is very, very near. It is not going to take a long time. Our victory is very, very near. All we need to do is to do our own part. Continue to speak. Speak as much as you can. Air your own voice. Don't keep silent. Do not be silent. Continue to shout on top of your voice. If you can shout, shout. If you can cry, cry. If you can jump, jump. That is what we are supposed to be doing at this point in time. Because this battle is a battle that must be won. This is a battle that must be won. Our enemies are not giving up. Neither are we going to give up. Remember the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, consistency is the key. We must remain consistent. Remain consistent in everything that you are doing. We must remain consistent. It doesn't matter what you hear tomorrow. It doesn't matter what you see tomorrow. It doesn't matter what happens. One important thing you should have in your heart is that all things work for good to them that love Chukwuka. And everything is going to turn out for our own good. Already we can see what is happening everywhere. Already we can see the reactions that is coming from right, left, and center. Already we can hear voices. Many voices are speaking, many people are contributing, many people are saying things. And every single information that is coming are things that we need to put in our mind. We must not ignore any information, because all this information that are coming are very, very important. Many voices have been added. People are adding their voice to what is happening. People are speaking up. It is no longer the time to be silent. It is no longer the time to pretend. It is no longer the time to say you don't know what is happening. It's a time that every voice that matters is speaking. For a very long time, people have kept silent, and some people pray not happening. But we have gotten to a point where silence is no longer acceptable. We are at a time when silence is no longer acceptable. It doesn't matter what you see. It doesn't matter what you hear. It doesn't matter the language they speak. Silence is no longer acceptable, and we will never accept silence. We will never accept silence. They try to make us believe that we don't know what we are talking about. Sometimes they make us feel that we are making a mistake. I bet you we are not making any mistake. We are doing what we are supposed to do, and we will continue to do what we are supposed to do. And I thank you today. Biafrans across the world, they are not afraid of doing what they're supposed to do. Many Biafrans are doing a great job. Many Biafrans are speaking up, more especially in the United States. Those who have been silent all this while, they are doing a great job. More especially the veterans, the Igbo veterans in the United States. American Igbo veterans in the United States, the AVID. They are doing a great job. I commend them so that they can continue to do what they're supposed to do, and even do, because the point we are today is not a point where somebody will say excuse. There is no time for excuse. There is no time for excuse. No amount of excuse is acceptable. The level we are now, everybody have to get to work. Everybody have to get to work and begin to do something. And I bet you, by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiam, we are going to win this battle. As for Nigeria that is dependent on bribery, don't worry yourself. Let them continue hoping on their bribery and corruption. Let them continue. Let them continue to hope on their bribery, on their corruption. As for those of us, the Biafran people, we know what we want, and we will continue to pursue our legitimate cause. We will continue to expose all their evil. We will continue to expose all their propaganda, all their blackmails. We will continue to expose them. And they will never hide. No matter how they try to hide, we are going to follow them wherever they go, and we expose them. That is what we have signed up to do. And I bet you the Biafran people are doing a great job. So while we are waiting for tomorrow to come, please, if you know how to pray, go and continue to pray. If you know what you will do to make our voice heard, go and begin to do that. Don't exercise fear. Do not exercise fear. One thing I will assure you, don't exercise fear. Victory is on our side. Whatever the decision is to, it will call for celebration. Whatever the decision becomes tomorrow, it will be a call for celebration. The only thing we have to do is to continue to call the attention of the world. Continue to call the attention of the people of the world. Anywhere you are, please continue to call the attention of the world. Don't keep silent. This is not the time to keep silent and say it doesn't concern you. It concerns you. It concerns me. It is our battle, and we must have to be together and fight this battle to the end. It is our battle. We cannot leave this battle for anyone to fight. And I thank Chukwu that people are coming out. People are speaking up in preparation for what is going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow will mark the end of this zoological republic. Tomorrow will mark their end. Let them continue their bribery and corruption. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no amount of bribery, no amount of fake testimony, no amount of will help. They will never succeed. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no amount of madness, no amount of joy. Let them continue to do whatever they think they can do. Whatever bribery, whoever they want to bribe, let them bribe. Including the one that is hearing that's going to happen in the US. You can imagine people that went and bribed, collected the street mechanic and gave them pastor's uniform to come and represent the pastors in their campaign. What again can they do? People that went to the US to bring somebody for fact-finding, after the person found a fact and spoke, they attack the person. What again would you expect from them? Disgraced country. Disgraced country. But I thank Chukwu Kabiam that Biafrans in the United States are sending them straight warning. So when I saw that message that somebody wrote and said that they are recruiting people to go and testify in the US, I laugh. I pray they do so. I wanted them to do. If they're not doing it, let them go and do it. Let them go and do it. I love that. Let them go and do it. I want us to listen to this very message that was sent by Igbo veterans in the United States, the AVID. They sent a strong message ahead of the case that is coming off tomorrow. Let us hear what they have to say. And this is what I've been saying, that Biafran should be speaking out. Any place you are, any office you are, any country you are, meet your MPs anywhere, meet your representative in any country, call their attention. This is what we're supposed to set the internet on fire so that the whole world will focus on this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the case that is coming out tomorrow. Let us hear what the AVID have to say.
Good
morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your viewing location. My name is Evans Wangwo. We are gathered here on a cold, cold afternoon of November 18th to meet with lawmakers of the United States of America to make sure that we tell them the real of what's going on the ground in Nigeria. My name is Dr. Sylvester Onyeazi. I am calling from Washington, D.C. Here we go again. Honorable Motoshaw on the 20th, delivering his judgment to an innocent man. I want him to be on record that the President of Nigeria, President Ahmed Tinubu, have just said that justice is not for sale.
Yes.
That goes for Motoshaw to know that he cannot be bought with money to deliver the wrong judgment to a man like Nnamdi Kanu. We are watching. The world is. We are a capital city here in Washington, D.C.
My name is Dr. Chukwuemeka. I'm a member of the American Veterans of People Descent Organization, where the Nigerian government sponsored the creation of Gubago and the Agone Chamber, just to kill our youths and
exactly
on innocent people. And that is how they have topped this issue concerning Nnamdi Kanu to jail him. But I can tell you that we are in Washington, D.C. We discuss with lawmakers about these issues and also the Christian genocide in Nigeria. And we just want to tell the Nigerian government it's right time to do the right thing for the people so that we can live in peace and enjoy our God-given liberty in Nigeria. So they shouldn't be making life difficult for the people. People are suffering in Nigeria. Over 10 million people are living in IDP camp and nobody's talking about them. Nobody's even talking about taking them to their ancestral homes. All they care about is doing the wrong thing all the time. So they have to change and repent, even though they say they are repenting terrorists. They are the ones that need to be repented. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Reverend Father Dr. Augustine Odinmegwa. Like my colleagues have said, we are here to meet with a couple of congressmen here in the Capitol. First of all, to re-emphasize against the narratives that are going on around that there is an existential genocide going on in Nigeria. And besides the genocide, we brought a lot of other things to the attention, including the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was the whistleblower that alerted our people about this genocide that was coming. And today, he has been held in solitary confinement, despite the fact that the United Nations, the Kenyan court, Appeal Court of Nigeria, and several court judges are in his favor, and Nigeria is still holding him in solitary confinement. We made it clear to the lawmakers that this is not acceptable. Nigeria is practicing democracy. America is the beacon of democracy, so we brought it to them so that they hold Nigerian government accountable. They cannot continue to pretend that they are running democracy and be doing outright unjust practices, especially against an innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you.
My name is Ben Wampo. I am the Executive Director of Ambassador for Self-Determination, a humanitarian organization that seeks to help any person, any group that are being oppressed by their own government or by any organizations as you will. So I'm glad to hear the President of Nigeria, Tinubu, talk about justice. And he emphasized that justice is not for sale. And I want to say questions. I want to see him do justice to the downtrodden in the country. I want to see him do justice to 4 to 5 million Christians that are in IDP camp, or AKA concentration camp, where these children are exposed to the elements, where they don't have any shelter, where they are left to be preyed upon by creeping things and what have you. So we are here to lend our voice, okay, to the Congress of the United States, and I am glad that they are listening. They are asking very important questions. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu must be addressed if you want justice. They are trying to prosecute and condemn and convict an innocent person. You cannot derive injustice, justice from injustice, or legality from illegality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a kidnapped victim. You are standing in a place of judgment in your own victim. How shameful. Kept him in prison for 7 years for Christ's sake. So if you talk about justice, we want to see you do justice concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release him and allow him to go home. That is justice. If you cannot do that, you shouldn't talk about justice.
Again, don't forget the repealed law, double jeopardy, extraordinary rendition. That goes for motor shop. If you think you can jail Nnamdi Kanu, you're jailing the Holy Ghost, and we're not going to stand for that. Thank you.
That is a very strong message. And this is what I have been crying for. I love the move. I don't know why sometimes we behave as if we don't have people. We have connected people in the United States and all across the world. We have heavyweight in governments of the world. We have politicians. It is not just Mazi Simon Ekpa. But some of them chicken away. Some of them are liver. Some of them are scared. People need to come out and add their voice. People need to move, make a move. Don't just sit back and talk and claim what you are not. Everybody should be making a move. And I love this. On the eve of the Judgment Day, everybody is supposed to be making a video, sharing information. Everybody is supposed to be sending warning to the Nigerian government tonight against tomorrow. Everybody is supposed to be sending message to Omotosho, tag Omotosho, tag him with this very video. Tag the Nigerian government officials, tag the judges, tag the United States. Share the video and make it go viral. Share it. Don't just sit back and watch. Like the video, share it so that other people can be able to be attracted to it. When you click like, it will attract others to join. It is very, very important. This is what I've been crying for. That we should make it a trending topic on social media. The same thing tomorrow. Tomorrow we should set the social media on fire. Set it on fire. Everybody begin to hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, judgment of the evil ones. Injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be stopped. Anyone you can write it and make it go viral tomorrow. Starting from today, let us take charge of the social media. Every attention must be in Nigeria. Tomorrow, 20th, is very, very significant. As Omotosho is in Nigeria, delivering judgment against Nigeria, the United States is conducting a hearing on the genocide of Christians. All these things are happening tomorrow. So tomorrow is a very, very important day. It's a day you can't afford to miss. And I thank Chukwu Kabiama for making it possible for me to see tomorrow, for you to see tomorrow. All we need to do is to do our own part. Don't be silent. Don't allow yourself to be silenced. Don't allow yourself to be silenced. Never you allow yourself to be silenced, no matter what happens. Now let us go to their media, one of the media in Nigeria, and let's see what they are discussing about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow, every information should be about tomorrow. Let us go to this conventional media in Nigeria to hear what they are saying about tomorrow. Case.
You are a lawyer. I would like for you asking the president to use his constitutional powers, to release it. The case is already caught. Does the constitution allow that?
Yes.
For the president to say, okay, take this case out.
Yes. That is the constitutional provision for that. And when you look at it, it has been exercised before in the case of Shore, where the Attorney General
federal government has a part in that. It's on record, they have done it. I'm giving you an example. And so they can do it. No matter the situation, as long as it's criminal in nature. Okay. The federal government can say, look, we don't want to continue this case. And they have done it in minor cases.
Minor cases.
Yes, minor
that is cases are less serious than
exactly, and there have been equally cases of reasonable felony.
Okay.
It has been done. So I am thinking that now that somebody is saying it from the National Assembly and they are the lawmakers, remember that this is not the first time. There was a time 52 of them equally vote. This one is no longer an equal thing. We don't have up to 4 lawmakers from the Eastern region. So it means that all the lawmakers from all the geographical are involved here.
Okay, you tell the national.
Yeah, not yet. That will tell you that it is a consensus here. And then there was a time before 52 of them wrote on the same issue. Now, if they can go to, look, let me complete. If they can go to UK and plead for the release of Ike Premati, whom the UK judiciary have taken care of his case, why can't you do this one that is under your nose? Because you are not getting anywhere with the case. From all indication, this man has been freed by your own court. Now the Kanu is not the owner of the appeal court that freed him. It's a government institution. They have already freed him before. Why not based on that and said, okay, based on the judgment of appeal court, or you go home.
All right. Okay, now, Barrister, a lot of people have been saying, look, people have not begged for Nnamdi Kanu. People are headstrong and all of that. IPOB is headstrong. The Igbo nation has not gone to Koto to the Nigerian state for its release or what. What does this portend? What does this represent? The 44 lawmakers, their action, what does it represent?
Look, listen very well. Whoever said that is one of their propagandists, Ms. Okoro, with what Nnamdi is alleged to have done and what is going on in that, which one is worse? Please tell me. On that basis alone, your conscience will tell you that this man is innocent. He has not done one quarter of what Toju Bello and his fellow travelers have been in the law. He has not done one quarter. Is that not enough? What did the Kanu threaten Tinubu's wife that they should kill her because she's an infidel? These are facts on ground. So on what ways are you holding him? Anybody say that is a propagandist to the court because all the problems Igbo leaders have gone to plead on his behalf is on record. From Buhari to Tinubu, they are going to plead on that the Kanu should release. So who is saying that people are headstrong, that you are not pleaded for him? I mean, look at it. The other people that you are giving a soft landing, who pleaded on their behalf before you do what you did? Who pleaded on their behalf? Not to talk of every Igbo and all the chieftains from within and outside. They have pleaded, they need this man.
Now, Barrister, the question I would like to ask you is about you made mention of the fact that 52 also wrote.
Yes.
And nothing was done to that regard. Now, do you think that this, statement made by the 44 lawmakers at this point is going to yield any fruit? With the body language of the administration and the way the case is going, the fact that James Omotosho have already told him that he has completed his right now to call for defense, waiting for 20 years to come up and all that. Do you think that the president in this case is going to look at what the lawmakers are saying and granting?
It will help. It will help. In fact, if there are more space, let other group write. Yes, if there are more space, let other group write. By the time they flooded us all up with their petition to release that card, somebody will listen here. Because prevention is better than cure. With the way this young man is, is becoming restless in court, is there not going to say, what are you keeping? Because everybody has said it. That now the Kanu does not have any charge. Based on the facts on the ground, that you threaten, you say something with your mouth. Please, say something and kill somebody, which one is worse? No, people should answer me this question. Going to one an entire village and saying, I will deal with you, I will do this, I will do that. Which one is worse in nature? And so when you are holding in the camp, There must be a child that you can do what you can validate and you can defend. Right now, the federal government have nothing. If they have something, their people wouldn't have released him. Yes, their people released him. When Mike was document, the professor of law himself handled that case. In fact, after that case, the man had to kneel down and thank God for the mercy he has done. So what are you people telling me here?
Barrister, before we bring in our virtual guests, I would like to recall that a few days ago, like less than 2 weeks or thereabout, or in a fortnight or more, we had a more election where we a protest in Abuja to say, look, release Nnamdi Kanu. At that point, there was a debate going back and forth. Do you think that protest yielded any result?
He didn't, so if he did, they would have been another 44 people writing on his behalf. And I think this thing wrote that letter they wrote. It's more understanding because written documents is superior even in court than oral. Because you can deny oral, you know. So this one that they wrote, Tinubu cannot tell me that he knows him or the Attorney General. Yes, that's the issue here.
Thank you, Barrister Doctor. Let's take the conversation to Oka, where we have Dr. Dennis Ekembe here, who happens to be the former Vice President of Nigerian Institute of Public Relations and former Vice Chairman of NIPR Government Council. He's a commentator also as well as a political analyst. Good morning, Dr. Dennis Ekembe here. Good to have you join today's conversation. I would like you to unmute your device if you can hear me. Good morning. All right, good to have you. Okay, let's start. Let me ask this question first. People are waiting to the president to ask or to seek for will I say release of Nnamdi Kanu, the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. But on cover page of the National Daily today, I think the Guardian newspaper, we saw another story where some people are pointing fingers to Biafra, saying that the Biafran lobby network happens to be the people fueling the Christian genocide campaign in US at this point. And in Nigeria, they have designated IPOB to be a terrorist organization. Even when it caught, it ruled against that. But we saw how it is to be prescribed as a terrorist organization. And the Nnamdi Kanu is standing interested for trial. What do you have to say about this?
Well, let's discuss the letter written by 44 members of House of Representatives to rekindle the demand or the request or the appeal for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which has been long overdue. I'm coming from the background that people who committed more criminal offenses have already been released, given clemency by the president. And the issue that Igbos are not making or they didn't come down to me for this. Do we remember that an elderly statesman like the man requested that it should be his last wish for his own release, for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and it wasn't done. And which is dead, including the president, he made a request. The expectation in the southeast is that the president should have used it as part of what we do. He ought to have done to mark Nigerian independence. And now that the people are now the rich status have reached. Of course, if you start the list across Nigeria, it's not only the Igbo people demanding. The issue of IPOB, I think it should be a separate issue. Though Nnamdi Kanu is being tied advisors and the Attorney General of the Federation should listen to the voice of reason. Conciliation. The 3 hours, because we know that it's not properly, they have not been fully implemented. And this is part of it. Demanded legislators come across the country, Nnamdi Kanu, they appeal to the Mr. President. Mr. President should listen to the voice of reason. I think that's the point.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Kembe. Let's get you join the conversation. Calvin Ejudo, National Secretary, Human Rights Protection Congress, a senior special assistant to the governor of Delta State on human rights affairs. Good morning, Calvin. I would like you to unmute your device if you can hear me, please.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Good to have you join today's conversation. We're discussing an interesting one, which I believe that most Nigerians are indulged to listen to. The 44 lawmakers writing a letter to the president, seeking that the president at this point should release Nnamdi Kanu. And then they say if they are to do this in one of the requests, because this particular letter we're looking at has a 2-page, and they cited the need for national reconciliation and stability, saying that if Nnamdi Kanu is being released, it's going to make Nigeria to be stable again, and then people, especially those of the eastern parts of the nation, will not be calling or agitating to secede from Nigeria. What do you make of that later? And also the hope of the lawmakers at this point that if he's being released, that to bring stability in Nigeria, with us having what's played out before now that led to the civil war, the talk about marginalization. And up until today, the people of Southeast are still talking about being marginalized and how they are not being included in Nigerian government.
Thank you very much. Like the saying goes, you don't beat the child and expect the child not to cry. If you beat the child, certainly the child must respond by crying. And now it is a wake-up call and a call for action by the lawmakers, calling on President Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be set free and reunite with his family. Having said that, it will also bring normalcy to the Southeast, because most of the agitation centers around there being marginalized and also not can be unlawfully over-detained, even after being granted freedom by the court. So it looks as if it's a personal vendetta being meted on his person. And on several occasions, lawyers have come out to say he's not feeling well and all of that. The Nigerian government debunked it and also brought in the enemy to check his medical status. In all of this, it will also bring normalcy. If it's granted freedom, it will bring ease to the issues, the insecurity, and some other agitation in the Southeast. Because one thing the government must understand that at this time there is need to unite the people together. Because Nigeria is heading towards a failed state, and God forbid if that happens, where a sovereign nation can no longer defend its sovereignty of its people, then external interference becomes inevitable. And when that happens, people resort to also self-help. Because the worst thing that can happen to a man or any nation is when you sit in your house and intruder comes in and take on your family, while you are there, take on you, and you can't fight back and nothing can be done. And the government, who sworn on oath to defend you as well, they are also helpless in this circumstance. We agree that in the Niger region, account of late, kudos as stakeholders in Niger Delta, the Southeast sometimes get involved, sometimes it's cool. The North is an issue. The Southwest, the one boundary creeping into Southwest, at the end of the day, some of them in Para when they invaded the church. All of this is not the time to put people into anger, because emotions are rising. People are talking. Some people in a quiet state, things are going through their mind of what to do. Vengeance looms in the affairs of the country. People are bitter, people are hungry, people are vexed, people looking for where to avenge their frustration into. So the government must be sensible to listen to the part of the people, and thank God for the lawmakers. They understand the rhetoric of the law. They've looked into it closely and said, okay, if this man is released, it will calm the Southeast for them, and things can fall into place. Because in the environment of chaos and come to crisis. But when there is peace, then the nation can build on that, and we can get to the next level. All right. Aside that, giving them here to okay.
Let me bring to Bolton on this one. Let me just ask you very quickly, and then I'll bring you to Barrister Darlington here to answer the same question. Do you think the release of Nnamdi Kanu will put to rest the agitation for Biafra?
It will ease it for the now, but I know even after Nnamdi Kanu, some other generation will come up as well, and also be an agitation that will come up and say, we want to go our own way. We've been marginalized over the years, we want to go our own way. But for now, it will help to bring normalcy, because he has most of the they are loyal to him. And the old men don't carry guns. The old men don't go to battlefield. It's the youth. The other two that go to battlefield, and he controls a large number of them in the southeast. So if it comes out that this thing, secondly, to bring ease and normalcy to the southeast, the government can negotiate their way through going forward to see how they can strike it better balance for ease.
All right, isn't it for the now? Barrister, I'd like you to react to that question, but my next question would be, do you think government wants it to be eased off now or put to rest entirely? Barrister, go ahead.
Good. When the Mandela, after 27 years in prison, and they asked him something similar to what they're asking me now, that now that he has come out to and all that, is the ANC going to bring this and all that? Mandela told them that if the situation that warranted what ANC did comes up again, that he will repeat the same thing. No. What is wrong in treating people equally in a country? A very prominent ethnic group in Nigeria that are contributing so much. Why would you sideline them in everything? In this country today, Ogun State have 4 prominent ministers in government. Igbo only one. Please, you want to start this one, but in South one state alone, one state, prominent ministers.
But the issue, those in government, do they think that they are being sidelined? Do they think that they cannot be given equal opportunity? Because we heard Senator Umahi say, look, he is a major minister. He's got more than 2 or 3.
Well, that man is an APC man. We know them for propaganda. Whether they are in or out government, as long as they are APC person, I've told you here, the criteria for you to be given some.
Those are the ministerial lists at APC. Those are the ministerial lists right now as supporters of the APC. That's the party government.
That's what I'm telling you now. When it comes to appointment of this nature, you go back to the federal character principle. You don't know what should be done. We have never had it so bad. Inquiry, but why do you continue the same thing? Is that not what you're causing agitation everywhere?
Oh, yes.
So,
Ojuku's wife, Bianca, she's not a minister. Isn't that?
We deserve it because
I'm not defending them. We are looking for balance.
Yeah, no balance at all. Because look, if you are giving more, if you are contributing more, you are expected to have more. But we're not even bothered. Now your boss is let's go back to that. Who is contributing more to this economy? In terms of
can you say only Igbos are contributing?
Did I say so? I said more. Tell me, mention it.
How so?
Is that what? From what happening at Computer Village to landing of supermarket to Aspanda to what's it called? That one at that electronic hub in the whole of West Africa. Do you know how much Lagos State generate from these places alone? Mention any other place. It's not the thing is happening in any other region in Nigeria. Just give me one example. How much did they contribute to Lagos State government and by implication Nigeria in all these places, Mr. Moses? In terms of going around the whole country, adding value to their environment, creating value. Everywhere the Igbos go in Nigeria, they add value, they develop it. Not sure any other ethnic group that come to the Igbo state or to any other places and develop it on their own. And this place is noted for, the answers are doing so well here. The Yorubas are doing so well. Look at what they are doing. Look at how many buildings you have built in Lagos State here that is adding value to the state of Lagos State. Or in the north. I'm giving you examples now. So, I let people that do not listen. Do you listen to? Is that what?
Some will disagree with you.
We want to work with.
Some will we see this. Some will say that the Igbos basically dominate, and try to suppress those that are from the land. That's it.
You are sounding like a saboteur here.
Like I said,
I am talking of domination.
we're trying to create a balance.
Please don't balance it when there's no balance. You
question, answer now, since you want to balance.
You are taking me to somewhere else. Please, is there any place people have gone and said, I am going to stay here by force? No, I am going to stay here by force. They don't buy the land. They are not paying for it.
Explain.
Do you know the meaning of domination?
Some would also say
They are not domination. They are working with their own energy.
Some would also say, I mean, these are things that we hear.
You say what?
On social media. Some will say that getting land to buy in the East is difficult for those that are not from the South.
Who came out to tell you that you wanted to buy land in the South? They did not sell for you. Who came out?
Some people.
Who? Let the person come out. And I will show you examples in this. Even to even rent a house, they don't give people here. It's on record. To rent a house. Not that people don't pay or they don't want you to rent a house. But the deliberate every propaganda is against it because of what? Their energy, their industry. Is there no other thing that people are hated for? Is there no other people? But look at people who are taking their land. You are not talking about it. I don't like it.
So essentially, what we are saying is that do you think that the release of Nnamdi, your position is that if Nnamdi is released and the issue of marginalization continue, that he will go back to the country, or that they can go back?
I'm sure you go back to UK.
Okay.
Because the system of that country, they may go back there. But if you continue here, somebody may rise up who may be doing worse than Nnamdi Kanu. I told you here that there are 1,001 Nnamdi Kanu waiting on the police. You don't know when they will rise up.
So don't you think the government would want to continue to try this, see this case through some sort of trial to ensure that any other possible agitator will understand and probably fall?
Did you stop Nnamdi Kanu?
But it took a number of years.
Took what?
A number of years.
Because the reason for Biafra is even worse now than before. And all the things that Ojukwu said that Abuja has done is happening 10 times over. And even as that, the evil have been generated from that coup and that war. So what are you people saying here?
Are we having a problem in Nigeria?
Is that what?
Are we having an equal problem in Nigeria?
You should ask the government to, you should ask them. Yes, ask them what is that thing that people have done. Even when the government wrote a book, they still insist. Well, the private, whom I don't know who called him about, was talking about with the other day, that people can never do that again. They are the problem of it. I said, what is all this? No, look at that. We have mentioned that people have done. Nobody has told me. And people killing people in the north. What does that from there? The worst thing you can do to a man and the family is to kill them. That's the worst thing.
Barrister, a lot of people believe that it is not Nnamdi Kanu that is on trial, that it is the Igbo nation.
Exactly. That's why Dr. Prime could say what he said. And we kept quiet too. When he said it, they don't even reply from the family. Any pastor, don't you have people pastor? They keep quiet. These are the things they like. Whenever they tell you things, you keep quiet. Don't talk, don't reply because you are not a human being. Look at the whole pastor. Because he's hungry, he's looking for money. He wants to please his paymaster. That's why he's using people to catch cruise. A pastor. I don't know. Don't you know the meaning of private? Private is the little ones of property. I mean, of a dog. That's the meaning. Really? Are you sure you are affected? So when you are affected, you can see you now. You are affected, yes. Yo, when you are affected, Igbos. It is no.
I'm from the southeast. I'm from Imo State, like you.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know how you know about that.
Now, Clarissa, I understand that we'll have to let you go, but let's go to Oka and conclude this conversation by asking Dr. Ekemeze this very important question. Now, Dr. Ekemeze, do you think that the release of Nnamdi Kanu will bring lasting peace in the South? Is in terms of, not marginalization, in terms of insecurity in the South?
It will.
Okay.
In the sense that the young ones agitating will feel pleased. And it's just like that said, we look at history of what happened in South Africa when Mandela was released. I think the agitation comes as a result of inherent balkanization, division caused by the policies of the government. If government addresses its policies to include other ethnic groups, involve people who have the ability, the question going round makes one to feel alienated. I think in economies, competition is allowed. And competition picks up demand and supply. And that is where the energy of an Igbo man comes from, to rise up and then be able to grasp the existing mechanisms on the ground. The release of Nnamdi Kanu will please every member of Igbo nationality. If he comes out, he starts the agitation. Let us look at that word. When we reach the beach, we know how to cross it. Please, it is long overdue. Before legislators have demanded for it.
Okay. All right, I'll take that as a concluding thought. Thank you very much. We'll encourage you to stay with us as we get into the next topic of discussion. But before we do that, activist Kelvin Bujimudo, I'd like to have your concluding thought on this matter, the release of Nnamdi Kanu, as requested by the 44 lawmakers. What's your concluding thought on this?
My concluding part is the presidency must listen to the voice of reasoning and the voice of the people. Because the voice of the people is the voice of change. And the lawmakers have spoken, Igbo have spoken, we are here so that activists will not spoken in this regard, that the young man should be released and reunited his family. He's been traumatized in detention, you not be properly tried and all of that. It doesn't all go well. Because by told me you feel you're trying to suppress him, but we think a younger hero, younger dictator will arrive and will do more mayhem than what they are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of doing. So to have that, he should be released and unite back with his family.
All right, then thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans who have been patient to watch. These informations are very important because tomorrow is significant. Remember, tomorrow is Judgment Day. Tomorrow is Judgment Day. Please like and share this program. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. If your notification is not turned on, turn it on now. Turn your notification on now so that you can join us on tomorrow's program. Tomorrow we are going to follow up live in Abuja, and we are also going to follow us live in the United States on the genocide hearing in the United States. These informations are what we are going to deal with tomorrow. So don't miss out in any one. Don't miss out. It is very important. Tomorrow is a very, very important, remarkable day. We have prepared for this tomorrow. For the past 1 week, we are talking about these incidents. For the past 1 week, we are not doing any other program apart from the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And tomorrow, finally, Nigeria will be under judgment. And we're going to watch and see. And we believe that all things work for good to them that love Chukwu Okikabema. Regardless of what the result is tomorrow, it is for our own good. I don't want you to get troubled. Don't get worried what will happen, what will not happen. No matter what happens tomorrow, it is for our own good. The only thing you have to do is, before you go to bed, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for strength. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for protection. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for wisdom. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for good health. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for long life. Pray also for Mazi Simon Epanjoku for strength. Pray for him for revelation. Pray for him for wisdom. Pray for Mazi Simon Epa for good health. Pray for him for long life. Continue to pray for them. This is all we have to do. And wherever you are in Biafra land, remember tomorrow, if you can, remember every day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court is supposed to be a seat at home. And tomorrow, being the judgment day, we are supposed to be at home and watch what is happening and follow the incidents up and prepare for whatever happens. We are prepared, more than prepared, both the Biafrans in diaspora and those in homeland. We must keep our eyes on the ball. Keep your eyes in the ball. Don't get distracted. This is not the time for propaganda, blackmail, or fighting or saga. There is a serious issue coming up tomorrow, and we must pay attention and make sure we don't miss any word on this very program tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will guide and protect every one of us. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders, more especially Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining. See you again tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. We are going to be online to follow up the incident. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat your love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come oh. It is very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.